Jaden? Jaden?
Yeah?
Where are you?
Right here.
Help
Hold
me.
on. Careful with the duck. Alright, and drop it.
Let's go!
Nice.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, he's dead.
What was the amount we needed?
We're only $800.
That is a clip of my friends and I playing the recently released game R.E.P.O. R.E.P.O is a game that's very similar to Lethal Company. That being, it involves multiple players going into a location, getting items, bringing them back to an extraction point, having to meet a quota, and then being able to use the excess money they've earned in order to buy things from a shop. R.E.P.O is a game that my friends and I have been playing a lot lately because we love Lethal Company. We love those 4-player co-op games like Phasmophobia. But really, the fascinating thing about R.E.P.O is its presentation. It feels like it was finely tuned to be a popular game, but it still feels like there was a lot of passion put into it. It's not one of those very cheap, poorly put together games to capitalize on a trend. Something like Unfortunate Spacemen to Among Us. A good example of it being perfect for content creation is its text-to-speech function. It shows the words coming up on screen, not in the chat box, but in front of the player. This is perfect because many TikToks and short-form videos that are out there use these sort of rapidly changing subtitles to keep people's attention. Not to mention the voices themselves being really funny.
I need to get to the right in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
We gotta get in here.
He's cutting it off close.
There's difference food in variety, so there's difference pizza.
But I'm not here to talk about why mechanically this game is amazing. We're actually going to talk about its lore. In this game, you and your friends can play as up to 6 robots being sent by the Taxman to go collect items from haunted locations long after humanity is gone. And we're here to talk about what happened to humanity. Why is everything abandoned and what are these monsters? And also, who the hell is the Taxman? So without further ado, let's get into the hidden lore of R.E.P.O. First, we'll start with the locations seen in the game. The first one that we'll talk about is the service station. This serves as a shop and sort of hub area in between levels for the players. It also serves as an arena if you're, like me and my friends and you just start fighting with all the items lying around.
I think there's a secret in here, Elijah. Look.
What? Where? Ah!
It's
I
lore!
don't like that secret. Please now.
No, do it.
Toilet time. Toilet time.
Where's Elijah?
Who? Wait, where is he?
The interesting thing about this location, though, is that it was once a gas station. You can look outside, see cars parked by the gas pumps, as well as cars out in the parking lot. The other thing is you can find a human skeleton slumped behind the counter. And this is important because it gives us a frame of reference on how humans looked. The different items you can purchase are also very interesting. Some of them are upgrades for your robots. So for example, there's an upgrade for speed, strength, stamina, your reach, a radar upgrade, and even a double jump. There's also health packs of various different sizes. You can also purchase melee weapons, such as a baseball bat, inflatable hammer, sledgehammer, and even a sword, as well as a frying pan. That one is my personal favorite. There's also ranged weapons, such as a pistol, a shotgun, and a tranquilizer gun. You can also purchase an extra cart for when you are exploring these abandoned locations. There's a small cart as well as another full-sized one. This is interesting because if you have all 6 players, it makes perfect sense to me that you would want to split up into maybe teams of 3. Other locations include Swift Broom Academy, which seems to be a wizarding school operating since at least 1987, as we can tell by the portrait of the class of 1987 that can be seen while exploring it. This is where the game's style becomes really interesting to me. that this is a world with robots and wizards and magic potions that you can find. It's ridiculous, but I love it. The other interesting thing about Swiftbroom Academy is that there are ominous notes that you can find, one of which being it's the headmaster. Each of the locations that you can explore emulate a different sort of horror vibe. Obviously, we have the sort of spooky witches and wizards and warlocks kind of horror from Swiftbroom Academy. We have your typical haunted mansion type place with Headman Manor, and even something that channels a little bit of The Thing and Alien in, I don't know how to say this, it's located in Denmark, Mechanic Station. This research station, which as I said is located in Denmark, is another very interesting location. On the whiteboard in the research station, you can find a note that says...
It's just math equations.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it say? What's in me? Oh, that's not scary.
What is in me? It's very small, very pixelated, but I believe that's what it says. And that brings to mind, once again, The Thing and Alien. This is also where we can find a calendar that marks the date.
Technically,
And then another calendar that says
4%
it's April 2097.
Finally, there's the disposal area, which I don't think gets enough credit. In its loading screen, we can see mountains and mountains of other dead robots, before we, the player, and our friends, are sent into an arena to fight to be the greatest loser, or whatever, which is really, really funny to me, and I think it adds a sort of fun mechanic to when you die, whereas in other games it's sort of a disappointing, oh, we have to restart kind of thing. But in this game, you have fun with it.
Who's left? Where are you? You! Godspeed, Spider-Man.
I don't have a weapon.
Oh. No!
Whoa.
No way!
No.
My clown.
There's a number of interesting and very strange items that you can find while exploring. While doing research for this video, really not much has been documented about this game yet. The Wikipedia was missing many, many, many things, so really I'm just talking from my experience playing the game and the gameplay that you've been seeing. So there's the hourglass that slows down players. There's the love potion, which makes everybody talk about, one other player and how much they love them.
Honestly, can I be honest about something? I was just gonna say, no, everyone touch it for a while. I want to get this as a clip for... Oh!
There's a dancing music box, which makes the player spin.
Oh, guys, I'm almost there. Hold on. Ow. Jaden? Jaden?
Yeah?
Where are you?
And there's a weird doll thing that screams at you. Honestly, my friend broke it before I could get a better look at it, but it's terrifying.
We got a dinosaur.
What is this?
What's what?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh my gosh!
Oh! Oh!
Oh no! Well, don't like.
These items are clearly magic in some way, but they also affect robots, which is very, very weird to me. Let's also go over the monsters before we really begin to theorize about what happened to humanity and really what's going on in this world. I'm not going to list off every single monster, as I feel a big part of the game is exploring and encountering new creatures. So I'm simply going to talk about the ones that I personally have encountered, because I don't really want to spoil it for myself. So first, we have the apex predator, which appears to be a cute little duck. It jumps in front of you, wanting to be picked up, but if you touch it, it goes ballistic for about 10 seconds and tries to kill you.
Please. Okay.
Oh, that was an accident. That was
No! Get off of him! Get off of him! Okay, just don't touch him. Just don't touch him.
That was so mean. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. I dropped it on the ground.
There's the clown, which is this strange, almost, I would say, frog-looking creature that, when it spots you, will start shooting a laser at you. It will also kick you as well.
Wesley, where's your sword? Come on, let's go. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back.
No, what's going on?
Don't worry about it.
Are you dead?
Probably.
The Huntsman is another one that kind of threw me a curveball when I was looking at my theories. Basically, it appears to be a human who walks around with a shotgun. Any noise you make, it will immediately turn and shoot in that direction. However, the Huntsman doesn't look human, really. I mean, he looks humanoid. He looks like he's supposed to be a person. However, we know through photos around different maps, as well as the skeleton that we find, that he is not a normal person.
I think I hear the Huntsman. Oh no!
Dilated. Oh my god.
Well, shit.
Finally, there's the robe, which is something that we jokingly call Voodoo Mama Juju. It looks like a ghost. It has this scary white face. It's sensitive to flashlights and will charge the player. It also can crouch down and attack you.
We need health packs too.
The Voodoo Mama Juju! Oh!
I saw him down this hall.
Gnomes.
Damn gnomes.
Want to throw them?
Yeah.
Ooh, bonsai tree.
Hey, fucker.
Hey,
Get him.
fuckface.
Yeah.
It says Invisible Man helps you. What is that?
So now let's try to answer some of our biggest questions about this game. So number one, who is the Taxman? We can be certain that the Taxman is an AI, and what I theorize is that the Taxman existed and was created by humanity. I think that the Taxman was created to repossess items, and that the robots that we play as have served a purpose when humanity was around of going to places and repossessing items. We can also probably, one small detail that also leads into this is the fact that the cart has a hand symbol rather than just a pincer or something like that. We also know that the Taxman has many sets of robots, as by the loading screen for the dump. This means that we are one of many different groups being sent out into the world. This leads me to believe that the items that we're repossessing are being used to help create more robots. And that the sort of tax return, as well as the Taxman still using the moniker of the Taxman, is simply the programming being left over. That he's just still performing his same old behaviors that he would as when humanity was around. The next question is, what are the creatures? And it appears that they range from being mechanical, supernatural, or some kind of mutant. So the Huntsman, for example, does not have the proportions of a normal human. We know that through the skeleton at the service station, as well as photographs of people on the various different maps. So this leads me to believe that he is some sort of robot. This could be similar to the Nutcracker from Lethal Company, although I know that when his eye opens, he's got this sort of organic kind of thing about him. But then at the same time, we have creatures like the Robe that are clearly supernatural. Then we also have the apex predator, which I would consider a mutant. And then, not to mention the clown, which appears to be a mutated frog of some kind that also can shoot a laser. So really, there's no solid answer on what these things are. I think the three categories would be a mutant, a robot, and something supernatural / magical. Maybe even a mix between the two. But why is it that we have this mixture of creatures? Well, I believe it has to do with what happened to humanity. I think before we answer, we have to acknowledge the kind of world that we're living in. We have robots running around. We have magic schools, things like that. This is not your normal world. It's possible that in this world, magic and technology played hand in hand. This would be why things like the hourglass as well as the potions affect our robots as well. At first, I thought that it was going to be something fairly basic, maybe a nuclear war of some kind that basically wiped out humanity, all that's left is the taxman, and the radiation caused these creatures and the magic to mutate randomly. However, after exploring again and really keeping an eye out, I believe that something a little different happened. The ominous note at the wizarding school leads me to believe that perhaps the headmaster may have caused everything. It's not too far-fetched to say that maybe the headmaster was messing with magic, combining magic and technology. Maybe he had gone mad, like some sort of crazy mad scientist. And this led to the creation, whether accidentally or intentionally, of these creatures. And they escaped, they multiplied, and ran out into the world. People tried to stop them with weapons, technology, but the mutated, strange magic in the creatures only allowed them to evolve more. Things like the clown gaining the ability to shoot a laser at people, things like that. They spread so much that not even the most remote research stations in Denmark were safe. Clearly some sort of creature came in and infected the crew, some creature that we haven't seen yet, I'm assuming. And all this time, the taxman laid in wait, did his job, and continues to do his job even though humanity is gone. And is now seizing this moment where nothing else is left to build his own empire. That's really my theory with all of the information that we have available. I really think this game is interesting, and I'm excited to see what information we gain as more and more people play it and we find more and more secrets. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you have a good morning or evening or, whatever.